Hey folks, welcome back to Trusting Bar Gaming for another episode of Star Citizen. So they did an update about 2 weeks ago, and pretty much anybody with an AMD drive got locked out. We submitted tickets, we tried everything we could. Um, in the process of doing that, somehow my hard drive crashed. Had to take the computer in to get it fixed. They put in a new drive, but I lost everything that was on that hard drive. So it meant redoing the video settings, all my settings on the computer, and so we're still getting things lined out. I think I have the video recordings back to the full screen like it was, but it took a little while to get that figured out. While doing all that, I ended up having heart surgery. So I've been out for a little bit. We're just now getting back into it. So let's take the reclaim route, do some reclaiming, see if we can't make a little money. So this is an unverified mission, which means as long as we get to this before that timer runs out, we don't get a crime stat. Problem with these is you definitely can run into enemy NPCs as well as pirates that are out here looking for people doing salvage. And when you're running this thing by yourself, that's not what I wanted to do yet. Say I'm still trying to get back used to all the controls and everything.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Alright, let's see. What did I have to do here? There we go. Still a little far out, but the TDDs are still messed up, but you can sell from the ship. At least they fixed that part. So obviously running by yourself, you got to spend a little more time jumping seats, but once you get the hang of it, it's not bad. The biggest problem with being by yourself is you really can't keep an eye on the radar and everything else that's going on. And being they've got it to where people can just shoot your door and open it even with full shields. People like to board these ships, especially when they're by themselves. There's an Argo raft out here. It doesn't show shields are off. Watch out for all these boulders, especially with the lag. Get one of these boulders pop up pretty quick. Looks like he dropped his debris, or dropped his cargo for whatever reason. I'm gonna have to go back into my settings, see why it's not letting me enter the remote turret. It's not letting me move it. I always try to check the radar before I get out of the seat. So in this case, the ship doesn't show an owner. The shields are off, which generally means it's an abandoned ship. And of course, you could open up the cargo bay and pick this cargo up if you wanted it. So I always like to check right here, owner, where it says gamer rules. There's a lot of ships out here with gamer rules, and I'm pretty sure those are NPC ships. I've done some of these yellow contract missions around these bases, and 4 or 5 of the ships all say gamer rules. Let's come down here, and the shields are offline, so we should be able to salvage this ship. Now if the shields are on, you could always shoot the shields with your guns until it damages the shields enough to drop them. But you could also catch charges that way and build up a crime stat. So like I say, you do whatever works for you. A lot of times out near these mining bases, a lot of these ships are damaged. People or NPCs will get damaged ships, and then they just stay out here for a while. this looks like it's a pretty beat up ship. Yep, I would say it's pretty messed up. Check our radar.
If you just use the arm to blow it up, then you won't get salvage, you won't get construction material. Now you can use the tractor beam, try to turn it. And get the other side. Generally, smaller ships, once you do one side, you do both sides, smaller ones.
And then I'll show you one of these. Andromeda's not that great. Here's a Starfarer. That's a pretty good sized ship. Argo Mole and a Starfarer. Let's do this Starfarer. Pay the fee. It'll give just us the coordinates. Because these ships are so large, you generally can't turn them with the tractor beam. So you can try to flip it, but you can see it's not really doing much. If anything, it's just pushing it out of the way. So you can either move the ship, or you can just go up there to the arm and blow it up and suck up the construction material. So you can see the yellow on the kind of middle upper left field mode. We're in the disintegration mode, and then it has a yellow that the target in the field exceeds the available space in your storage. So that particular piece, for us to suck it up, is 383.4 SCU. Well, the ship only holds 240 SCU. So it's not going to allow us to suck any of that up. And it won't let us break it up into smaller pieces. So unfortunately, even if we go and empty the storage and print those boxes out, we're still not going to have enough room to suck up the rest of that piece there. So that's kind of the downside of these. And I've tried to shoot it to see if I could break it up into smaller pieces, and it won't let you do that. Alright, so it did print one box out for us. And while we're in the hangar, we can go ahead and start printing these out. Cycle, there's 34. Alright, so now we have 2.34 recycled, so print out those twos. And over here, and we're going to print out 16s of the construction material.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on these 16s. Because this cargo grader here will only hold 4 back here and 6 up here for the side. If you start printing them out, go over that. You have to put them on those ships, you can't fit them in the source down below. These grids are kind of messed up. It's supposed to work on them, but I'm not sure exactly how they do. As you can see, we can't put the 4s. You can fit 2s around those, but you can't put the 4s around the 16s. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn the side print off. So after it prints out, I have to manually go because I need 2 more and then we'll be full of 16s. For some reason, unless they change that area down there, I won't hold 16s in there. I haven't tried it since it's supposed to update. But, let's make one more out. Alright, so I'm going to switch this now to 2 SEUs. Smaller box, faster prints them out. Switch this to 2s. Like I said, the TV was working. I was just printing all 16s, make it fast and easy. But the grid on this thing's messed up. Alright, so we only have 1 SEU remaining. We'll print it out. So you should be able to turn the box there or 4s or 8s, but something like that set up. Maybe if you turn them different, then it's possibly I need to come down one day and just mess with it and see where it tells me it's 0.65, 0.34. There's nothing to do with that. So I'll take these down to the cargo hold. The salvage hold, unless I change it so it doesn't have a grid. But you have a grid down here. You can stack, I think it's 4 rows of 4 or 3 high. Then you can stack 2s around these. I might try to bring 8s down here to see if 8s would do the trick. Say someday, there's supposed to be changes I need to get down here. Bring a box of each one. Last time I tried to bring 16s down here, they wouldn't fit through the door. I know that they get fixed. The cargo elevators, the boxes are not getting stuck as much. Now there's a grader for 2s, so you back around these and do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so now we're just going to exit. Somebody said that they put their Ursa medevac on that lift to brought it up to the salvage hold, and they kept that with the head. That's a pretty neat idea. If you get it to fit. Alright, so now we're going to sort. There might be an easy way to do all this, but I have to TV the way it is right now. Glitching, rethinking it. That's just how we're going to do it. You know, somebody for comments, let me know. So we're just going to get back up and running, getting videos. And all the stuff back, so I have some of the hotkeys we set up. Ones for salvage. I had to reset my docking and here and all that stuff. There's dead bodies all over the place.
Alright, so we're going to pick the reclaimer. It did this to me last time as well, where for some reason it will not accept the construction material, which is the largest part of what we got. And I don't know why. But we'll go ahead and sell the 50 SCU of recycled. And we're going to get 268,200. That's because we're having to pay for them to auto offload it. And then for some reason, I don't know why, showing max inventory. Like maybe they're just not going to buy it. But every time I've come back in the previous updates, they never would buy it. My only other option is to offload it, put it on another ship, and take it somewhere else. But we'll do that at another time. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this one. Like I said, we got some salvage done. For some reason it won't let me sell the construction material. That's something that's been going on now for the last couple updates. I don't remember exactly what I did last time. I think I loaded it up on a C2 and took it over to Orison. Or one of the other TDDs, and I sold it that way, and we may have to do that, but obviously I'm not going to do it for this video. Again, we're just getting back from surgery and being not banned, but blocked for 2 weeks because of their bullshit. And then my hard drive crashed again, and so it's going to take me a while to get back to where I was, both physically and in the game, get all the settings back, the video quality, making sure we're recording the full screen again, which I believe I've got that set now. Getting our audio and all those things set back up, making sure the microphones and everything are working just like it should be, and get back to the controls and back into a routine. We're trying to keep changing the videos up so we're not doing the same old things, and just showing you kind of how I make some of the money that I make. And some people have asked, how do you keep buying all these ships? And it's basically finding different routines at work, whether it's going out and doing salvage and then come back and doing cargo, and find that I make more money getting away from the missions and finding independent things to do. Like in salvage there, we did pay that $10,000, but then we were able to find, a couple other ships, and so stuff like that, helps out. And then cargo is just learning the different places that sell different cargo, finding something that's worth good money. The other day I found a cargo that's selling for almost 5 times what Terranite's selling for. But got all excited and then realized that the only way you make a profit on it is if you take it from Stanton over into Pyro and sell it in Pyro, where you will make more money on it there. But there's a risk of that, one, traveling through the gateway, and then two, the pirating over there and lawlessness, and whether you're going to actually make it over there or not. But like I say, we're going to keep doing it. We're still searching for the lab sample over there at the ASD facility and collecting gear and guns from there. And like I say, we've got several other videos. We lost quite a bit of stuff when the hard drive crapped out, but we're slowly but surely going to get back to it. We greatly appreciate you watching. Thanks to all those that are liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. We greatly appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.